Teams are allowing Jokic and going one-on-one with him to try to turn him into a scorer is Embiid. Man, how good has he been?
Embiid with the double team coming by Caldwell Pope. But yeah, Brian, he's been three-point line there, but he's able to roll that one in.
Tyrese Maxey turning the corner, gives it right back. Embiid, always a willing shooter from three-point range, and he knocks it in. They shot 50% from three-point range in that victory over the Pacers without Halliburton on Sunday in Denver. Embiid against Jokic. Crowd swells up. Embiid hits it on him.
Check my timeline. We did a video about 10 months ago on Joel Embiid, MVP Embiid. On that video, we explained why Joel was going to be announced the official 2023 NBA MVP of the regular season. We explained that. We explained that before it was officially announced. We determined that based upon the reporting coming from the mainstream media and the other forces of media and acting upon the mainstream media. In other words, it took some people to speak up and out as the media was quick to give Joker his third MVP. But then people began to speak out and they began to iterate how Joel was actually the MVP. And at the speaking out of that is when you saw the final announcement of Joel winning his first NBA MVP. Now, let's get right into it. Let's get right on into it because I want to show 3 consecutive plays. Okay, we just looked at them. We're going to break them down. We're going to rewind them and break them down. Let's take a look at this. And I want to show you why Joel Embiid is truly a freak of nature out here, particularly on the offensive end. Because as good as the Joker is, worthy of all his accolades, worthy of his title, and he had 25 and 19 on January 15th as the Denver Nuggets visited Philadelphia Arena. But with that being said, there are levels to greatness. There are levels to this. And when you see Joel and Nikola Jokic play head-to-head, one-on-one, or not one-on-one, but head-to-head in the game, anyone can see. They can clearly see it's levels to this. Joel clearly, and I do mean clearly, dominates Joker. One-on-one, head-to-head. There are some people in the mainstream media that will try to suggest that, oh, throughout the course of the game, Joker wasn't sticking Embiid, and Embiid wasn't sticking Joker. That's not true. I watched the game. I counted myself. I can count at least 20 times throughout the course of the game where the Joker either switched or he was defending Embiid and vice versa. So there was plenty of opportunity to see them play one-on-one throughout the course of the game. I want to show you 3 consecutive plays right here, right now.
Yeah, some teams are allowing.
See that? As soon as he sees the Joker ahead of him, see that? Okay, the ball's there. Joker's caught. He was caught on the weak side helping. Now he's trying to close out. But we have to be mindful. Embiid is quicker. He has better footwork. He is more vertical. He is bigger. He is taller. And he can shoot. And he has all of those advantages over the Joker. The Joker is aware of that. That's why when the Joker is about to close out high and hard, he's very hesitant. And that's why when Embiid, every time when Embiid sees the Joker in front of him, Embiid is going at him. Hit him, give him a little bit of body. Now gave him a step back. He's about to step back. Embiid knows he can get this shot over the Joker anytime. The Joker is not a shot blocker. Joel has a great shot. Joel is more vertical. Joel is taller. Joel is a little bit bigger than the Joker. Okay? Embiid is taller, more vertical, and he has a shot. He knows the Joker has no chance of getting to his shot. That's why his eyes light up. His eyes light up like a light bulb.
One-on-one with him.
See that? Look at that shot. Took him straight to the baseline, avoiding the double team. Now pull up right over
to try to turn him into a scorer is Embiid.
And there's nothing you can do about that. It's nothing.
Man, how good has he been?
Embiid with the double team coming by
Try to turn him into a scorer is Embiid. Man, how good has he been?
with the double team coming by Caldwell Pope. But yeah, Brian, he's been three-point line there. But he's able to roll that one in.
Now let's take a look at this play. You have a little pick and roll at the top. Maxey's trying to get in the middle. He's going downhill. Joker has to help. The guard defender from Denver is caught on the screen a little bit from Joel. This sets up a good, nice action play for the Sixers. Okay? Now let's look what happens.
Tyrese Maxey turning.
The ball goes right back out, swings back out to Maxey. From Maxey, the ball swings out back to Joel Embiid. Once again, the Joker, a little slow foot, rather be inside the paint some. He now has to close out on Embiid. This is very difficult for him. At his height, at his slow-footedness, and at his lack of verticality. Okay. Now, we're only saying that when Joker has to defend Embiid. We're not saying this when Joker has to defend other players. We're specifically speaking about Joel Embiid. You have not seen a 7-foot man who is shooting at 85%, above 85% from the free throw line in quite some time. Why do you make mention of the 85% from the free throw line? Because if you're shooting 85% from the free throw line, that means you can shoot. That's what that means. That means you most likely have a very good shot. And that means you can shoot from 5, 10, 15, and 20 on out. Okay? So now the Joker has to recover off the pick and roll. And now he is once again one-on-one, or will be one-on-one at Embiid's mercy.
Turning the corner, gives it right back.
See that? Trying to close out. Embiid give him a little fake. Gives him a little
Embiid,
fake.
always a willing shooter from three-point range, and he knocks it in. They shot 50% from three-point range in that victory over the Pacers without Halliburton on Sunday.
Okay, so now we have the post. We have the ball at the high post at the elbow. Embiid and Joker one-on-one.
In Denver,
Embiid faces up, one-on-one. Once again, because of Embiid's touch, shooting ability, verticality, height, and strength, it makes it almost impossible for Joker, at his height, lack of verticality, to defend Embiid. That's why he is at the mercy of Joel Embiid. At that elbow, Embiid's eyes is lit up. He's in his three-point position stance. He could pass from there. He could shoot from there. He could dribble from there. But he knows Joker is at his mercy. Joel knows he's in a great rhythm. And what does he do?
Against Jokic. Crowd swells up. Embiid hits it on him.
He raises right up over him. Because there's nothing that he can do to stop him. I'm raised right up over him.
Crowd swells up. Embiid.
Now that's 3 consecutive plays. 1 off the dribble, 1 off the mid-range shot, 1 off the three-point shot. The only thing Embiid left in his arsenal was some low post play. But when you're giving me 41 and 10, there's not too much I can say. 25 and 19 from the Joker is not bad at all, but it just goes to show you that there are levels to this. And what I'm telling you is very simple. When it comes to head-to-head play, Joel has the Joker's number. Now, my last point is this. One of the Van Gundy brothers who was commentating during the game, he stated that he would pick Joker over Joel because the Joker has played over 200 more games than Joel, although they both came into the league at the same time. And he also made mention that Joel does not perform as well in the playoffs as the Joker does. And I want to bring some pushback on both of those before I close. First, let's be clear. Joel Embiid missed his first 2 seasons. There are about 82 games in each season, so he missed about 164 games his first 2 seasons due to a foot injury. That was the risk that the Philadelphia 76ers took on him as they drafted him. Everyone knew this going in. Okay, and now in touching Van Gundy's comments about Embiid not performing well in the playoffs to the extent where he cannot or has not delivered a championship to the city of Philadelphia. That all cannot be laid at Joel's feet. Players play within a construct, on a team, with coaches, with managers. That team operates within the context of a franchise. That franchise operates within the context of a business with ownership, who are making decisions which are outside of the control of Joel Embiid. We're not going to be able to lay all blame at the man's feet. If anything, we're going to have to give him this credit for helping to organize the disorganization of the franchise over the last 3 to 4 years. 2 primary ball handlers, up and left. They went left. Simmons and Harden were supposed to be the comparable to Jamal Murray, the primary ball handler on the perimeter for the Denver Nuggets. And as you see, Joker, he struggled to some degree without Murray. And then when Murray came back healthy, what happened? They won a championship because they had a great big man inside and a great perimeter player on the outside. And that 1-2 punch was enough to win. That's what's supposed to have happened in the Philadelphia Sixers organization. But for whatever reason, it keeps going left. Then there's confusion between the coaches. This is Joel's 3rd or 4th coach. 2nd or 3rd general manager. 2nd or 3rd primary ball handler. If it had not been for the evolution of Maxey, the Sixers organization, the franchise, would be more disorganized than ever before. Someone had to come in and fill that slot. Thankfully for the Sixers, Maxey does it very well. But that was not anticipated, not planned, nor expected. I do not believe that all great players will win championships. All great players may not win a championship. That has to be understood. There are more factors involved than that player's greatness on the road to rings and things. It's just that simple. But when we're talking about who am I picking, Joker or Embiid, you can pick either one. You're not going to go wrong with either one. I can understand why some pick Joker. I can understand why some pick Embiid. But the conversation on this channel right now was when they go head to head, we're bearing witness to the different level of offensive greatness and prowess. That's the difference between 25-19 and 41-10 for the dub. And that's the juice.